Welcome to LCI's webinar on EB-3 visas. EB-3 is a 10-year employer-sponsored visa program for skilled or unskilled workers. It's currently taking about 3 to 4 years to get all the way through the process, so you're in it for the long haul, but we communicate and work with you every step of the way. This program is for both H-2A and H-2B workers. The EB-3 positions cannot be seasonal or temporary. You must have a full-time, year-round need. EB-3 positions are generally a step up from your H-2 workers and tend to be leads or supervisors, but they do not have to be. We often apply for laborer positions. We just have to be able to distinguish them from your H-2 job. We work closely with your H-2 client manager to ensure both programs flow simultaneously. EB-3 visas are for professional, skilled, or unskilled workers. At this time, LCI only processes skilled and unskilled laborers. Skilled labor positions require 24 months of experience or more. These positions tend to process slightly faster at USCIS than unskilled workers. However, due to the higher experience requirements, these positions tend to have higher wages than H-2 positions. Unskilled labor positions require less than 24 months experience. Due to a higher demand for these positions, they tend to take a little longer to file with USCIS. The wages for these positions tend to be very similar to H-2 positions. EB-3s have 3 main benefits for employers. Number 1, you gain a year-round reliable staff. Number 2, you gain trusted workers who already have a history of being part of your business. And 3, you can continue to file for H-2 laborers in addition to your EB-3s. For example, you could apply for EB-3 workers to be your crew leaders and continue to bring in your H-2s to fill your high demand times of the year. There are 3 main benefits for the workers. Number 1, they gain stable full-time employment. Number 2, EB-3s are an excellent path to citizenship. And number 3, the worker can apply to bring their spouse and children to the U.S. with them. Here's a brief overview of the process as a whole. The first steps, 1 through 3, are with Department of Labor. Step 1 is prevailing wage request. LCI will work with you to create a job description, decide experience levels, and submit a wage request to Department of Labor. These tend to take 6 to 9 months to get back. Once we have that wage back, we start Step 2, which is U.S.-based recruitment. LCI will guide you through 60 days of recruitment, 30 days of active recruitment, including 2 newspaper ads, a SWA job posting, a notice of filing, and job postings around your place of employment, followed by 30 days of quiet recruitment. Once recruitment is complete, we can file for PERM labor certification to Department of Labor. 9089s will be submitted for each worker in order to obtain that certification and priority date. PERM labor certifications are taking 6 to 9 months to get back. Once we have received labor certifications from Department of Labor, we are then free to file to USCIS. Please keep in mind that if you're filing for multiple workers, they may not all be at the same stage at the same time. This initial filing with USCIS certifies you as the employer to be able to sponsor the workers. You must be able to prove that you are able to pay the proffered wage. The final application step is to apply to USCIS for the green card, an EAD card, and advanced parole. EB-3 is a capped visa program just like H-2B. USCIS processes these final applications in order of priority date. There is no lottery. If the cap has been reached before your green card is issued, you simply hold your place in line until more visas are released. Here's what to expect once those final applications are filed with USCIS. Each worker will be issued an EAD card and advanced parole. The EAD card allows the worker to transition from their H-2 visa onto this work permit, and they become your full-time year-round employees while they wait for their green cards to be issued. The advanced parole document allows the worker travel privileges to visit their family while they're waiting for their green card to be issued. The worker will also have to get a medical exam performed by a civil surgeon. Lastly, the worker will have a biometric appointment and consulate interview to go over all the applications filed and all of their information provided. After the consulate interview is complete and all documents are approved, a green card will be issued again based on the order of your priority date. Once the green card is issued, your worker is free to live and work in the U.S. for 10 years. After approximately 6 months on the green card, the worker can apply for their spouse and children to join them in the U.S. After approximately 5 years on their green card, the worker and family can apply for citizenship. If the worker does not want to apply for citizenship, the EB-3 can be renewed at the end of the 10 years. EB-3s are a big investment for both the employer and the worker in time as well as money. It's important to consider which workers are a good fit. Is the worker someone who has a history with your company that you have a good, trusting relationship with? Are they willing to make the time commitment to your company? Are there any red flags that may make them inadmissible to the program? The chart on the right shows the main reasons for inadmissibility. USCIS focuses primarily on criminal activity, illegal entry to the U.S., and likelihood the worker would become a burden to the social system. However, please keep in mind that any of those activities do not automatically disqualify a worker from the program. It is important that they are open and honest when answering those questions. Here is your EB-3 team that will be walking you through every step of the process. Bonnie is our EB-3 coordinator and has many years' experience working with the government and has a strong background in H-2B. Nicole started at LCI in H-2B and has now been processing EB-3s for over 4 years. Thank you so much for watching our presentation. Please reach out with any questions you may have. If you would like to file for EB-3s, please call our office at 208-777-2654 or email our EB-3 coordinator at bonnie@laborci.com.